Ever feel like you're just battling a shark to even get like a nibble of market share?
Oh, yeah.
Well, today's deep dive is going to be your guide to calmer and much more lucrative waters.
I like that.
We are diving into blue ocean strategy.
Okay.
Think less bloodbath and more serene paradise.
All right.
And to help us navigate, we've got the Wikipedia article on this, and that unpacks the book by Professors W. Chan Kim and Renee Mauborgne.
It's a fascinating approach, really, because instead of just duking it out in a crowded market, Blue Ocean strategy is about creating your own uncontested space.
Oh, I like where this is going.
Yeah, imagine a whole ocean all to yourself instead of just, fighting over scraps in a feeding frenzy with everybody else.
Okay, that's an image I can definitely get behind. But how do we actually find these metaphorical blue oceans? What makes them so different from the cutthroat markets that most of us are, used to swimming in?
Well, think of it this way. A red ocean, that's like a boxing ring. Everyone knows the rules, they know the punches, and they're all aiming for that same knockout.
Right.
It's so easy to get trapped in these endless rounds of price wars and, diminishing returns.
Exhausting and probably not the most sustainable strategy,
Yeah.
if you're thinking long term. So, how does this blue ocean strategy actually change the game?
Well, imagine this instead. You step out of that boxing ring completely,
Ah,
and you dive into this vast, unexplored ocean.
okay.
No one's fighting over the same fish because you're looking for entirely new sources of value.
So instead of trying to outpunch the competition, you're creating something so innovative, so compelling that the competition just becomes irrelevant.
Exactly. And at the heart of this whole approach is something that they call value innovation.
Value innovation.
Yeah, it's like unlocking this secret level of business.
Okay, so value innovation. It's not just about being cheaper, right?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
It's about cracking this paradoxical puzzle.
Right.
How do you offer something that is radically different but also affordable? That's the value innovation puzzle. And it's really the key to unlocking a blue ocean. Think of it this way. It's not about being the cheapest, but it's about making price less of a deciding factor for your customer.
Interesting.
They'll gladly pay for this unique value that you're offering.
That's a game changer. So instead of just, chipping away at cost, you're changing the entire value proposition. So how do we actually put this into action?
Well, the book gives us a practical tool, and it's called the 4 Actions Framework.
Okay.
Think ERRC, eliminate, reduce, raise, create.
ERC, got it.
It's your recipe for blue ocean cooking.
Okay, I love a good recipe. So let's break it down.
Right.
What are we eliminating first? All right, so we're decluttering, we're tossing out the industry norms. What exactly are we eliminating here?
Well, this is where you really get to challenge the givens in your industry.
Okay.
Think about all those elements that everyone just assumes are essential, and then ask yourself, are they really?
Oh.
Let's say you're like a traditional retailer who's, drowning in overhead costs. Could you maybe eliminate the need for physical stores entirely by, creating a really exceptional online experience instead?
Wow, going completely digital. That's pretty bold, but when you think about the cost savings there, the wider reach you could have.
Exactly.
Okay, so what about reduce? How do we know what to streamline without, sacrificing quality, which is obviously important?
Yeah, for sure. Well, think about aspects of your industry that might be, a little overblown or that don't really resonate with your target market.
Okay.
Like, take budget airlines, for example. They've reduced legroom. They've got rid of extra, free meals and stuff.
Right.
But for a lot of people, that value of affordable travel outweighs those frills.
Absolutely. It's about identifying, like you said, the nice-to-haves versus the must-haves. Okay, so we've cleared the clutter, we've streamlined the essentials. Where does raise come into play?
So now it's about exceeding expectations, but in a strategic way, right? Think about what your ideal customer really values most, what they're willing to pay a premium for.
Right.
Imagine like a hotel chain that goes beyond those standard amenities and raises the bar with, let's say, personalized experiences, exceptional service. They're creating a truly memorable stay for you.
Okay, so you're not just meeting expectations, you're blowing them out of the water.
Exactly.
But you're doing it strategically by focusing on what matters most to your target audience.
Precisely. And finally, we reach the exciting part, create.
Okay.
This is the heart of true innovation. This is where you introduce something entirely new to your industry, something that no one else is doing.
Now we're talking. This is where we discover those uncharted waters, right?
Yes.
I got any real-world examples that really bring this to life?
Picture this. It's 2006, okay? The gaming world is obsessed with powerful consoles, complex controls, super realistic graphics.
Right, right.
Then comes along the Nintendo Wii,
Oh.
a console that dared to be different.
The Wii. Oh, that was a cultural phenomenon. Everyone from like little kids to grandparents were playing that thing.
Exactly. Nintendo, they understood blue ocean strategy.
Mm.
Instead of trying to compete head-to-head on raw processing power, they created this completely new gaming experience centered around motion controls, intuitive gameplay, an element of fun for the whole family.
Yeah. You weren't just pushing buttons anymore. You were swinging virtual tennis rackets. You were steering with a flick of your wrist.
Exactly.
It was revolutionary.
And by not chasing the latest and greatest graphics, they were able to keep the costs down, which made it accessible to a far broader market.
Smart.
They didn't just create a console, they created this blue ocean of new demand.
And the sales reflect that. Over 100 million units sold. That's what I call riding the wave of innovation.
Absolutely.
But even the most, beautiful ocean can have its storms, right?
Of course.
There must be some challenges to consider with this blue ocean strategy.
Yeah, while blue ocean strategy offers a really powerful framework, it's essential to acknowledge that it's not like a, guaranteed recipe for success.
Right.
One of the critiques that's mentioned in the Wikipedia article is that discovering these blue oceans in the first place, it can be really challenging. And while a book provides, some compelling examples, they are just that example.
So it takes more than just wishing for a blue ocean to appear, right?
Right.
You need to actually embark on the journey of exploration, maybe with a little bit of luck sprinkled in. Who knows?
Absolutely. And it's crucial to remember that blue oceans, well, they don't always remain calm forever, right?
Right.
Competitors might notice your success and then try to emulate what you're doing.
That's the nature of the business world, always evolving.
Precisely. And, while blue ocean strategy provides this great framework, it doesn't necessarily address every single aspect of business success.
Okay.
Like one really important factor that the Wikipedia article mentions is the role of marketing and brand building.
Right, because you can have the most innovative product or service in the world, but if you're not actually connecting with your audience in a way that resonates, it's not going to get you very far.
Yeah, exactly.
Building a strong brand, getting that message out there, that's all, really crucial.
Absolutely. Blue ocean strategy, it's a powerful tool,
Hmm.
but, at the end of the day, it is just one tool in your sort of, your strategic toolbox.
Right.
It's really about being adaptable, constantly exploring and never assuming that your blue ocean is going to, stay pristine forever.
So it's more of like a mindset shift than a rigid formula.
Yeah, exactly.
You've got to be willing to challenge the norms, explore the unknown, and ultimately create something that's truly unique.
And that begs the question, what givens in your world are, just ripe for disruption?
Ooh, that's a good question.
What could you eliminate? What could you reduce? What could you raise or even create from scratch to kind of chart your own course to a blue ocean of opportunity?
That is a powerful question to end on. I love it. It's like we've been handed this incredible treasure map, and now it's up to us to actually, embark on the adventure.
And who knows what you might discover when you actually dare to, explore those uncharted waters.
This has been an incredible deep dive. From cutthroat competition to serene blue oceans, we've really explored it all. And I think the biggest takeaway for me is that it's not about just trying to, outswim the competition in the same old waters. It's about charting a new course, embracing innovation, and creating your own uncontested space. What will you create?